I'm 50. I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50. And we're live and we're saying we're 50-50.
What's good? Jets Flight Squad in the building. Appreciate everybody coming through.
Cheers. Cheers,
DKBxJets.
guys.
Italy Jet, aka Gino, aka the Jets Evening Brew. I got it
Boom.
right this time.
Boom, baby.
We got our boy Gunny Gumby, aka
What's
New
good?
York Jets Situation Report in the building, y'all.
Woo.
So yeah, we were just chatting about things a little bit earlier, right? Of
Yeah.
course, how to watch
Yeah.
the games, all the stuff we were expecting.
Cheers, Gunny.
Anticipation after a long time of patience. Yo, the off seasons feel like they get longer and longer, especially when you actually can look forward to a week
I
one.
can hear you guys. Give me 1 second.
No
I got
problem. Honestly, guys, I'm sick and tired of talking about all the what ifs and what could be's now of the off season. I'm just ready now that it's game day. It's game day, game night. I love everything I'm seeing on social media. There's already people already like freaking getting down there. It took the day off, maybe a half a day setting up. I'm just excited for it all. I've been connecting with Jets fans in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm going to some of their guys' house tonight, doing a tailgate too. Like I'm excited, dude. This is oh man. I don't remember the last time I've been this excited, DK and Gunny. I don't remember for Jets. It's been a long time.
I've never been.
He's like, I've never been. He's like over here, I've never been.
There's been general excitement to just see
Right.
my team on the field, but there hasn't been legit, oh, we have a chance this season type excitement.
I just want to see people do this. That's all I care. Come on, baby. Let's go. As Gunny was saying, though, off air, he's afraid about tonight, but he's excited about tonight. I'm the same way. I'm afraid and excited. I think it's just more of my fan in me since I was 9 years old that wants to see this go, right? But there are legit things to talk about, especially because it's on September 11th as well. And that's really cool about the story about Salah. I don't know if you caught that, DK, about Salah's family.
His history with it.
Yeah, I cried a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I cried a little bit because that shit's emotional. When I was a kid, when I would come home hearing about all those stories, I didn't know what was going on. I saw my mother on the couch crying. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like something really big. I don't know about Gunny's story because he was in the military, but he definitely has a different experience. But oh man, it's gonna be insane tonight. I can't wait.
Yeah, now I'm with you. I remember I was young, of course, when it happened, but I remember my mom telling me she used to work in the building, prior to all of that happening. So I was like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how things have gone. But
hold on, you're letting dark on this call?
Hey.
Wow, times have changed. We're letting things loose up in here now.
It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good day for us. I'm actually not nervous at all. So two things helped. For one, it seems like almost every elite quarterback in the NFL that we had this week struggled. Mm-hmm. Cool. The second piece is seeing the way the Giants got ate up yesterday after all of the crap they've been giving us about, riding so high on emotion and us still being trash. Right. It did wonders for me. So I'm not concerned whatsoever. Plus, I think we have a lot more advantages going into this game than a lot of people are willing to admit. So
yeah, there's pros and cons to this game because, we haven't won a home opener in a very long time. We haven't won the first game in a long time with the Jets. I think there's a lot of things with that Bills defense that I think a lot of people are missing. Number one, Tyler Rapp is a great backup for safety. I wanted him with the Jets, and I think he's going to do well. I think that secondary is good. I don't think their front four is not that great. Floyd, great acquisition in the free agency. He's very tall. He's very bendy. And then Milano, we got to worry about Milano. But I'm more worried about if Hyde is active. That's going to be a little bit scary for that secondary. And we got to compete on third down on both sides of the ball. We haven't done that in a long time. The defense has not stopped the running game at all in the last couple of years as well. And I think now it's scary. But I think it's going to change because I'm like you with I'm not worried. I'm like a little worried about it, but at the same time, this is the Buffalo Bills still, right? The still Buffalo Bills. This is if anything we've seen yesterday with the Dolphins and Patriots, it's kind of like, okay, what? Tua, over 400 yards,
466,
and then
there's bound to be a shootout somewhere. We know what they're built for.
And then the Patriots, the way that they played. Glad they lost. Thank you, Eagles, but you almost fucked that up. So thank you.
That was close. That was too close.
25-20. What the hell, Eagles? And then I honestly, the Chargers and Dolphins. Chargers are a Super Bowl winning team. Sorry, they're a Super Bowl contending team. Sorry, I have to really word that.
Not with that defense.
but with the Dolphins, though, it was a shootout, and that's what you want to see in the first game, and that's what two good quarterbacks can do it. So I think it was great seeing that.
Let me see. Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
I personally feel as if what we witnessed yesterday made me believe more and more that anything can happen, right? The whole any given Sunday.
Oh, for sure.
Watching Joe Burrow play the way he did made me wonder how in the world this man just got paid $55 million a year to play this game, and he looked like Zach Wilson 2.0. It was Tua is Tua, right? We all kind of know what his limitations were, but he was launching some bombs downfield on money, right? Like, and you're sitting there like, man, that arm strength that we talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's still not there though. It's only mid.
No, bro. I watched. No. I watched two throws from him yesterday, dog. That traveled 40 to 50 air yards in the breadbasket of Tyreek Hill. Then that touchdown pass. Let's be honest. That was magic. That was a freaking magician's throw because I don't know how he got it into Tyreek Hill's hands because the J.C. Jackson was draped all over him. I saw Tua play yesterday a way that I didn't think Tua could play, and that's worrisome. I've always looked at him as being that guy that's that mid-range guy, you know what I'm saying, quick release guy. But yesterday, he did have to improvise a little bit and connect with his wide receivers. He did have to step up into the pocket and get the ball downfield. I didn't like it. I didn't like seeing Tua like this yesterday, and I'm hoping it was more of a fluke than his norm. But I'll say this. There was no defense playing on that field yesterday. So that's another factor, too. He had all the time in the world. He was very, very comfortable in the pocket. I think Tua with time in the pocket is something we have to worry about. I think he's a better Jimmy Garoppolo, right? But in all actuality, seeing what I saw this weekend makes me look at tonight and I'm like, anything can freaking happen. Like, even though I think on paper and based off of last year, the Jets have the Bills' number identified. You saw our defense freaking, keep Josh Allen to his worst two games of the season last year. It still makes you wonder, like, well, damn. After seeing what we saw yesterday, anything could happen. I still believe the Jets get the W. Don't get it twisted. I do. But my once very, I guess you can say, cocky, arrogant bravado of sorts, I've toned it down a little bit to a little bit of nervousness, butterflies going into tonight's game. According to this, too, Aaron Rodgers is also 9-0 on Monday Night Football over the last 8 years. So that's awesome. I'm sorry, no, 6 years. So that's pretty awesome as well, right? Whereas I think Josh Allen's like 3-3 or something like that. So I know winning isn't a quarterback stat, but it's always nice to go ahead and see, this. If you look at Josh Allen's stats on Monday Night Football, yeah, they're a little bit better in terms of a per-game basis than this.
But also, when Tua was throwing those throws down deep, Waddle and Hill still had to come back for it and make the catch. And they did. Respect. They got some touchdowns. But Jets are going to eat that for dinner. The way
the two deep ones he threw to Tyreek Hill, I didn't see him come back, bro. I saw him
come back. Because he was a little bit further. He took one, two step back, and I was like, okay, he's got the arm, but he's still got to come back a little bit. Now, the short passes are fine. That's not the issue. He's on the dime every time. When he had a touchdown in the red zone, fine. But the other ones, I don't know.
Yeah, I watched that game again this morning. So we'll just agree to disagree again because I saw
you could agree,
money on the two throws to Tyreek Hill on the right side. I saw like literally in stride throw for the first touchdown, then that like 50-yard gain that brought them like within the 20-yard line to go ahead and throw that touchdown pass. Also on money. Like in fact, it was so on money that freaking Tyreek Hill had to semi-dive forward for the ball, or he might have missed it. I don't know, man. Like, listen, we all know Tua is very, very accurate. We all know Tua with time can be concerning. But in all actuality, let's not get overboard. If you watch that game again, Tua literally locked onto his first read 90% of the time and waited for them to go ahead and get open. So it wasn't as if he was scanning the field. I give a lot of credit to what we saw, more so on freaking McDaniel scheming these guys open for Tua. Hey, listen, you're gonna go here with the ball. Like this is all he has to do. You're gonna go here with the ball, and he's done that. Like he does a little look off thing where like he's pretending to look off to the left. Every time he exaggerates it that much, I'm like,
it looks like a no look. It looks like
I'm like he's going right.
Not a no look.
I'm like,
it's not.
But you already know he's going right. But somehow they were still falling for it. But I mean, again, I'm just saying what I saw from Tua was impressive. I'm not saying I'm scared of Tua, but I am terrified of that freaking Miami Dolphins defense, more so because of McDaniel, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. Tua doesn't need to do much to go ahead and rack up freaking yards and points with those guys at the helm. So, hell of a game, man. That was a hell of a game.
That defense at the end really did step up. Phillips and Wilkins, 100%. I think going to the Patriots side, Mac Jones kind of did the same thing. He locked on one guy, and that Bourne was a stud yesterday because of how much he locked in on him. Anything else, I'm like, they were close, but still only the first game. It's still the first game, and we still have our game to play tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm over here like there was they're gonna last. That's what I'm looking at.
So let's talk matchups and kind of dive into it thing because I don't know. Maybe it's overconfidence, but I feel like we're going to come out and we're going to see one of the most well-oiled offenses that the New York Jets have ever had. And that's literally by virtue of Aaron Rodgers and kind of what he's demanding out of this team. So we kind of seen some of the stats already. Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers. Week 1, Allen's still kind of a pup. So obviously the numbers are quite skewed. But who do you guys think has the advantage at quarterback right now?
Aaron Rodgers. On Monday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers. Allen is not good on Monday Night Football. I just think this. I think it just feels too good to be. It's not too good to be true, but it just feels like a win already. Even though we shouldn't be saying that because we're Jets fans. But if you're going to look at everything else like that, I definitely think it's Aaron Rodgers.
I'll say it's Aaron Rodgers because this offense won him back-to-back MVPs just a little over a year ago. I'll say it's Aaron Rodgers because this offense does bring back some recognizable faces in Hackett. It brings in Alan Lazard. It also brings in Randall Cobb. I'll say Aaron Rodgers because Garrett Wilson is a perfect, little mini Devontae Adams in terms of operating within this offense, which allows him to do what he does great. So with that said, Josh Allen has been pretty damn good on Monday Night Football. In fact, his stats are elite on Monday Night Football. His wins, not so much, right? But again, wins are not a quarterback stat. That is a team stat. They're 3-3 on Monday Night Football. But in terms of him playing, he's put up some pretty impressive numbers. I was gonna actually use it to go ahead and talk shit yesterday, and then I caught myself, and I was just like, maybe not. Yeah, that's what he does on Monday Night Football, bro. That is elite, dog. Like, I was gonna use that to talk shit yesterday, and I was looking at Aaron Rodgers, and I was like, hell yeah, Aaron Rodgers. It was like the 106, 112 to like 2 freaking touchdown. I was like, hell, that's amazing. And then I looked and I was like, oh, Josh Allen is not half bad in the
I'm going by wins on Monday. I'm going by wins on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, you can't, but if you do it, then you can't say Josh Allen. You got to say the Bills because wins are not a quarterback stat. And in terms of tonight, I think we're going to see a pretty impressive game. I really do. But I still say Aaron Rodgers because I think our defense is better than the Buffalo Bills. I think our defense is zoned in on who Josh Allen is, and he's played horrible against us the last 3 times he's played us. And that's going to give Aaron Rodgers an opportunity to go ahead and come out with a dub tonight. But I refuse to sleep on these guys until, like, the game is over. Like, I'm talking until the game is over. I'm going to be nervous tonight. Like, it's not going to be any, like, at ease. I can already see it now. Jessica was like, hey, you should go ahead and tape it. I'm like, I ain't taping shit. This is Monday Night Football. I need to stay zoned in. The things I'm going to say will get people demonetized. There's no need to tape anything. But, man, Rodgers is not undefeated on Monday Night, Dakota. Rodgers is 9-0 in the last 9. In the last 9,
fair enough.
He's lost somebody before.
We'll just call it undefeated.
He's 9-1 in the last, like, 8 years or something like that.
That's why we just say Allen's bad on Monday Night Football. Let's just keep it like that.
So here's what gives me a little bit of confidence. It's the best offense that we've had that can match or exceed Buffalo, right? Buffalo has taken advantage of being able to beat us out early and then outlast us with their defense, which is it's top tier. Steve Smith Sr. made a good point that Buffalo, in any game that has really mattered, has struggled to do anything. They have no running game whatsoever to bleed out a game or to help them move the chains. Josh Allen has literally been their running offense for the last 3 to 5 years, and it doesn't matter what Buffalo has tried to do. And then you couple that with the fact that I think if we go up early on them, even as early as the first quarter, let's say we go 10-0 by then, you're going to start seeing Steph Diggs implode on the sideline over there. And if he takes himself out the game, it is a complete wrap. So, looking at Buffalo Bills' recent history in major games and not being able to pull through, taking a look at Aaron Rodgers and historically for his career, he dominates in games that matters. You take a look at all of the times people pointed out Aaron Rodgers not advancing to Super Bowls. That's been very fluky special teams and defensive mishaps that have caused him at least 2 to 3 rings. So I'm confident this time with all of the pieces that we put in place and kind of where each team is at from a contextual standpoint. It doesn't look good for Buffalo, in my opinion. I don't think Dakota may be too far off and that you can see a score that's like 35-20 our way.
Now, there is a piece of me that has watched Josh Allen versus this Jets defense over the last 2 years and have watched what Aaron Rodgers has done, when he has competent weapons around him in this offense a year ago. And I'm like, this could be a blowout tonight. There is a piece of me that really believes, like, this could be a freaking blowout tonight. But, again, a lot of things happened this weekend that I didn't expect, and I was just like, oh, wow. Okay.
Touche.
So that is the only reason. If you had asked me this yesterday morning before, like, the games happened, I'd be like, oh, we're going to rail these dudes, bro. Back shots all day. But today, I'm like, we might have to ask for consent, before we do it. Like, there's more. And
I did go to church yesterday, so I prayed to God that
let's get our blessings in.
Get our blessings in. But yesterday shook me a little bit. Not shook me, but made me come back down. Like, all right, this is still freaking NFL football. The Bills are a good team. As much as we hate them, they're a good team. Josh Allen can do damage. So, yeah, man.
They got better in the running game. They did get better in the running game.
All right, let me pull in Jiggy here and see what he got.
What's up, Jiggy? What's good, bro? First things first. Yo, Gunny, man. You looking smooth today, bro. I got mine too. We're making both sexy today, my guy.
It's a Monday. You know what I'm saying? I get everything trimmed up freaking Sunday nights. So they had to get done today. Yeah.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's the good word, boss?
Loving everything coming out of your mouths this afternoon. I mean, there's not a single take so far that I'm like, oh, you full of shit. Nah, y'all killing it today. All right? I am so hyped right now. It's like we've waited so long for this. Like this game. Like we've been, the amount of content, the amount of shit we've talked about, and now here we are. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm so excited. I can't even control myself. It's ridiculous.
I think this is a statement. I know it's week 1, right? Everybody's gonna say it's week 1. It's week 1. Like, I get it. If we lose, we lose, right? It's not like it's gonna be the end of the world. Right, season still goes on.
It is what it is.
But if we win, it is a statement win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because The Bills are expected to win this game. The Bills have been Super Bowl favorites for the last freaking 3 years running. The AFC champions the last 3 years. If we win, it is a statement. It's a statement win. If we lose, they lost to the freaking Buffalo Bills. All right, well, can they freaking bounce back? We're going to get smoke checked. We get it. There's a fan. The Dolphins fans are going to be ready for us. There's a bunch of fans out there ready to pounce. I get that. But it's weird to be in this situation to where, like, if we lose, like, man, all right, we'll take crap from fans. But the consensus is it's week 1. But if the Jets beat the Buffalo Bills, then it's like, oh, damn, the Jets are potentially real. They just beat the AFC champions, you know what I'm saying, in week 1. So to me, man, it's exciting, but it's also like nerve-wracking all at the same time. I'm over here looking at the clock like, all right, I got a few more hours worth of work on the clock before I got to go ahead and just settle in with a couple of beverages to watch this game. But, bro,
a win is a win,
though.
but I think the quality of the win is going to be important for me. It'll differentiate us between all of the people that did win in week 1 for us in the AFC.
Yo, DK, can you put up Dark Soldier's comment? My boy had me dying when I said
that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm dead.
I was like, damn it, I should have shaved my head today.
Oh, he's quick with it. Yo, Dark is quick with it, bro.
I never joked around, man. That was so good. I saw while you were talking, I tried not to laugh.
Oh, man.
No, it's funny because last week, and Italy knows, hey, Italy, I miss you, bro. I'll see you tonight at 7:00.
Oh, that's good. Let's go. Here we go. I'm ready.
I was on Jerry Ferrara's podcast last week, and the question he asked me was, how are you watching the first game? And, yo, no lie, I was like, I'm staying home. I'm going to pour me a drink by myself with the big screen. I lied. The Charlotte fan club here at Dilworth's Bar and Grill hollered at me, and they're like, yo, why'd you come out here? Do a live. We got 200 people coming out. I cannot wait for tonight. I was like, yo, I got it. Let's go. Let's go. All
right.
Either I'm going to be drinking happy drinks with 200 people or depressed drinks with 200 people. Either way, I get to be around a bunch of Jets fans tonight. Right. I mean, I couldn't ask for better, man. I'm so
we're coming out the woodwork.
That's
this
better.
year.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be fans that you have never seen before. We're Jets fans.
Yeah, it's all right. We
is that right?
I know.
I've been quiet for a few years.
I know a bandwagon.
Hey, when the Rams left, Gunny, that's when I started to come out. When I was in St. Louis.
But I'll give you my take because I know that was the question you posed in there. I'm going to go with a 24-17 win. That's what I'm calling tonight. I'm calling our boys 24-17, okay? I think guaranteed TDs tonight. I got to see 17. Got to see a Garrett Wilson touchdown, okay? Like, for sure. And we got to see a Breece Hall. Now, Gunny and you guys tell me, am I crazy? I talked about this the other day, but I would love to see a Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall, both of them scoring touchdowns tonight and make a statement as that 1-2 combo punch, man.
I would love it.
Especially against the Bills.
Yeah, I would love it.
Hell yeah.
And then you look at that and you see those two individuals and you saw what the Chargers did very, very well against the Dolphins yesterday was run the ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's hey, wake up. Like, because you've got two guys to worry about each time freaking the ball is handed off that can go ahead and score. So to me, I would love to see that because, again, it's another statement to the AFC East. Because I think the Buffalo Bills rush defense is sus. We know the Dolphins defense is sus all around. So I think being able to go ahead and rush the ball today, getting a passing TD from Garrett Wilson, a couple of rushing TDs from Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall, or passing. I don't care how they get them. Just get them in the end zone. I think that sets a tone as to like, damn it, man. That's weapons all over. Everybody's talking about the wide receiver room being like, okay, cool. We still have probably the top running back room in the NFL. I like our tight end room a lot. And I think being able to show how it's going to be difficult to guard each position group, not just Garrett Wilson being the freaking, the hyperbole of what we need to focus on, I think sets a tone. And I'm hoping we see it tonight.
Before I bounce, do you guys think all these comments from the Bills, Bills players giving us praise, they're so, do you think they're trying to do that time, kind of like butter us up a little bit, got to get our guard down? Like, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, it's been they've got a really good defense.
I hate it.
Oh, man.
I hate it with a passion.
Right?
They're taking a page out of that Bill Belichick playbook, yo.
Right.
They are showing respect.
CJ Mosley.
Right. That's why I say fuck
still,
you.
just to eat them up
Salah
in the game.
saying fuck
Bruh,
you. That's why I would say.
Look, it don't matter how nice you are. Our defensive line is still gunning for Josh Allen. I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, Huff's got some unfinished business,
bro.
Huff's got some
the team, the players can be as nice as they want to, but their fans have been running their mouth for too long. It don't matter.
Exactly. Thank you.
It don't matter.
And I know you've done us all as a Jets fan. I need to thank you, okay? Because I know I speak for most of us when I say you have taken it like you are a superhero on Twitter/X. Okay, Gunny does not let any bad take from any fan base go unnoticed, and that I look forward to it. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, Gunny, go. Like Gunny, is
I'm
our
putting
pit
them all
bull
on
for
notice,
the Jets
bro.
community.
Yeah.
We tried to
I gotta do what I gotta do
about that before, but hey,
yeah,
heroes have to sacrifice. If Gunny has to take a little bit of a mental lapse in order to protect the sanctity of this New York Jets team,
are we trying to give Gunny a medal or something? What's happening?
Yeah, hell, look,
every time I see him do one of those quote tweets on someone's shitty take from another fan base, all I hear is not all superheroes wear masks. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
There's no Bruce Wayne over here. Gunny needs to let you know who just shit on you.
But guys, I appreciate you. I'm so excited for tonight, man. Go Jets. Italy, I'll see you later.
Go Jets, nigga.
Yo, DK, we need to reschedule, bro. Like, we need to lock that in.
I got you. I'll work with Gino on it.
Yeah, buddy. Appreciate y'all, guys. Later.
Appreciate you coming through, boss.
Good night, man.
Oh my God, Gunny's ego just went up even bigger just now.
Oh no, me, bro. I don't do it for the ego. I don't do it for the ego. I can't stand bullshit takes, bro. And I will find every opportunity to poke holes into it. And I'm a like a statistician.
VR? You look good, man.
What's good, man?
I like your shirt.
You at the office, bro? You at the office right now?
How am I gonna follow up Stanley Tucci on his
Stanley Tucci?
Oh my God! You know what? You're Ice Cube, VR. You're Ice Cube.
No, man. I've just been listening to you guys, and all your takes are right on. You know, I did have a few points that I wanted to kind of cover and make. My prediction for a score is going to be Jets taking it late in the fourth quarter, 28-24. It's going to be a late defensive play that's going to either involve Josh Allen getting stripped or a running back getting stripped, and then A-Rod's going to take it like the last 2 to 3 minutes down the field for the rest for a short field for a touchdown.
You have us having a comeback W.
Yeah, okay. I think this is going to be a tough game, fellas. I think that you look at the Bills and they're complete. They're whole in their secondary now with Trey White coming back and having like a full training camp to heal up and whatever the end of last year. And he was top cornerback in the league, for the last couple of years. So he's going to be tough. Their safeties are tough. Their secondary is probably top 5. I mean, like right there with us. That's going to be really, really tough. And their defensive line is just as good. So, it's going to be like a defensive struggle. The defense is ahead of the offense, outside of the Miami Dolphins yesterday, like lighting up the scoreboard. Defense was kind of winning out, and the San Francisco 49ers, the defense was kind of winning out all across the league week 1. The weather, I don't know. I'm in Florida, so I don't know what the weather is. It's still rainy up there and stuff like that. That's going to be a factor. It's going to be a little bit sloppy, the ball handling and stuff like that as well. But one of the things, the last, I'd say 3 to 4 games that the Jets have played the Bills, Josh Allen, I think DK, you mentioned this, Josh Allen has been the best running back that they've had, but what scares me is not him running the ball on like design plays. What scares me is the broken plays that he extends when they miss sacks, they miss tackles, they miss tackling him in the backfield, and he just makes the broken play, and he either throws the ball and gets a touchdown, or he runs it for like 60 yards, just galloping down the field. That more than anything is kind of what I'm worried about with the defense, because you can't defense that. I mean, there's just nothing that you can do. When he breaks contain, there's nothing that you can do. He's going to run down the field. He's like 6'5", like Roethlisberger back in the day, running the ball, and faster and younger at this point. So that's the only thing that concerns me. But I think that we're gonna make a comeback, and we're gonna win it in the fourth quarter. That's my take.
It's a fair point. I think they had about 100. I should say, had about 175 yards almost between two games last year, and a lot of that was on kind of broken assignments. So I would say, at least for us, we have an improvement at free safety, which is where we've seen LaMarcus Joyner struggling a lot. Bad pursuit angles, doesn't have the speed to really help out. Having Quincy another year in the system, and then having Jamie Sherwood, who also is kind of fleet-footed, definitely helps out a bit. And then the defensive line depth as a whole is much better. So you do have a Will McDonald and a JJ too that can go out there and track him down a lot better, right? But I'll also kind of lean into the fact that the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen have been very vocal about him taking many hits as well. So I'm sure the broken assignment runs will still happen. But I think overall, you see them really try to have him take a back seat unless the game starts getting out of hand, because that elbow went out of play last year, and the season almost went down the drain. Well, it did, basically. So I don't know if they want to risk putting him in that much danger. If I was them, I would highly bet against it, because we got some big boys in the front seven that are just hungry to go out there and make a statement. So hopefully it doesn't happen, but definitely a fair point. I think we forget they were fourth in terms of the DVOA metrics in defense last year. So they are a still well put together coach team that's head coach is a former defensive guy, much like Robert Saleh. So they're going to make their plays.
Yes, sir.
24. What did you say? 28-24. Comeback touch.
I'm thinking a comeback. I think it's going to start off slow at the beginning. It's going to be like a prize fight. They're going to be feeling each other out. They're going to be hitting those punches. There's going to be a few back and forth turnovers. It's going to be a little sloppy at the beginning. The nerves are going to be in the building. They're going to do all the 9/11 celebration, type, remembrance. And that's going to be big. I mean, it's going to be big time tonight. And that's all, and the first game of the season, the underrated thing is that everybody is ready. And there's going to be some people, they're just going to fall in line and be who they are. A-Rod, I think, is going to be one of them, Aaron Rodgers. And then there's going to be people who's going to be kind of butterflies in the stomach, making mistakes, mostly, I'd look at kind of the punt return and kick returner type deal, maybe a muff punt, a muff kick, something like that, a missed field goal. Things like that are going to happen. And that's just going to be nerves. It's going to be week one. The spotlight is on you. You know what I mean? It's not a Sunday game at 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock game where there's a bunch of games that's going on. No, the spotlight is on the Jets and the Bills tonight. 9/11, big time spotlight. Jet Life Stadium. It's going to take its toll.
For what it's worth, to Dakota's point, we brought Aaron Rodgers over for a reason, and one of the most notable stats about him is the man doesn't lose at home.
Yes, sir.
This is true.
Yes, sir. I got my sign.
There you go.
Loving it.
I can't scream at work, so that's my sign all
there
day.
You go. Oh, you should tape that to the front of your shirt. That's what you should do. Take that to the front of your shirt. Put something on the back of your shirt too.
They know what's going on in the front. Place on the back.
There you go.
And we're wearing the old school logo and jerseys tonight. That's going to make a difference too. As much as people don't think, I think it will.
Most definitely. It's gonna be nice to see that old logo out there. It's gonna be really, really nice to, just have a game. Just like this. I mean, the excitement of having a game and the hope. You know what I mean? Like, the season is all about hope. And every season, this season is unlike any other season for a Jets fan since, I don't think ever, because even when Namath won back then, which I wasn't born, he actually, predicted it in, the night before the Super Bowl, whatever it was that he was guaranteeing a win. Nobody thought the Jets were going to win back then either. This expectation that we have right now with a Hall of Fame quarterback that's, coming aboard and a young, hungry, team defensively and offensively. I mean, the expectation is we're going to do some damage. We're going to go to the playoffs. We're going to, like, the floor is the AFC Championship game at this point. And now that the KC started 0-1, the Bengals have started 0-1, the Chargers have started 0-1. These are playoff teams, and they're already a little bit in the hole. So we got some work, but we're gonna make it going forward. And I'm real excited. I know you guys are excited. Let's go. Let's effing go.
Let's keep it up. Hey, appreciate you coming through, my boy. We got to get y'all through some more.
Don't get too loud at the office, man. Don't get too loud at the office.
Hey, I'm happy it's a later game because I know for sure I'm about to be in the office tripping around 5 o'clock.
Barney?
What's up, guys?
Oh,
Hey.
what's up, Barney?
I feel like I'm always on your channel, like typing. I'm like, I just got to come on and say hi to these guys.
Hey, what's up, man? How are
What's up, Barney? How you doing, man?
Coming through.
I love you guys. I love Jake and Richie, but I hope you guys blow up. I hope you don't blow up too big because I like the fact that the crew is kind of small, and with Jigga too. He's great. But I just wanted to say, so I'm probably the oldest guy in this room. All right, I'm over 50. I remember watching the Jets with my dad, 1969. That's how I got into football. And I was like, I remember saying to my dad, I said, "Why do you like the Jets?" And he said, "Because I always root for the underdog." Here's the thing. Technically, we're the underdog. I think it was 2-5. Now it's going down to 2. Whatever. After the first couple of games later this year, like, we are not going to be underdogs anymore. And that's like,
Facts.
that messes with the Jet, the
psyche. Yep.
Yeah, the fake spike, butt fumble psyche that we all have.
Blood pressure. Yeah.
I think we all got to we got to make sure we don't freak out if there's like one bad play, or God forbid, I don't want to talk it into existence, but like if we lose a game, I honestly don't think we're going to lose a game all year. That's how confident I am right now. So I don't know, man. I'm just like, I've never, I think I said it earlier in the chat. I've never been so excited, but also so confident. And I remember when Rex came in, it was the same thing against San Antonio, and it was Hard Knocks. And it was like, man, they got badasses. But with all due respect to Rex, he's a little bit of a, a circus.
He's a showman.
He's a showman. With Salah and A-Rod, it's
all business.
You know what I mean?
It didn't draft well.
Yeah,
and I gotta compliment that, Barney.
How good how deep the team is.
The roster is. Yeah, Barney. Even with the Rex Ryan era, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were all excited to watch those games because we knew that defense was exotic. It was creative and finding ways to create pressure. But there was always vulnerabilities. If it wasn't for a guy like for Rivas and Cromartie coming in there, they were exposed on the backside, right? But now we have DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner, and we don't have to blitz to get to the quarterback. We have a defensive – we can send 4 and get to the quarterback. I think that in itself is such a huge differential from what that team was. Oh, and on top of that, we got ballers on the offensive side of the ball too. This isn't Mark Sanchez leading this offense. This is Aaron freaking Rodgers.
I do think it's going to take a while for him to gel. I don't think we're going to see
100%.
Yeah.
The defense has to lead the way early on. They have to lead the way early on. But I'm with you, man. I'm excited, and it's the NFL, so I know we're going to lose a game here or there. We might lose a few. But I'm with you, man. If we went 17-0, I genuinely would not be surprised. Like, I'd been like, this roster was that good, right? Like, it's exciting to be a Jets fan right now. Very exciting.
You compare it to the Rex era. Like, again, I'm old enough. I remember the sack exchange. 4 guys. I was more of a casual fan then, but I dare anyone to mention it was Klecko, Gastineau, Abdul Salam, and Marty Lyons. I dare anyone to say, well, who are the other guys on that team? Whereas we got 8, 10 deep. I mean, it's a different thing, you know.
And our backup Jefferson led sacks with the Seahawks last year. He's a backup.
No. People are sleeping on Jefferson, and who's the other guy we got?
Woods.
Al Woods.
I mean, he's.
I like Woods a lot.
I was worried about.
I like both.
Yeah, it's and you know I keep going on Jake's show trying to come up with a nickname. I think maybe I told you guys. You don't remember like after that game where Zach Wilson was like, "Oh, those guys are psychos." Maybe psycho, not PC a word anymore, but I was like the psycho exchange, right? Psycho exchange, psycho exchange, and there's freaking 8 of them, 10 of them. It's just gonna be. I think Sally's gonna have a good year, man. Maybe it's just because I saw moonwalking on Hard Rocks, but he had a sack against. Here's the thing: I got tickets. I can't afford to go tonight. I'm just watching here, but I got tickets to the Giant game. I got a ticket on the Giant side. I was right behind the Jet bench. I didn't even realize that visitor. I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, the visitors here. And man, just the energy on that bench. It was like watching raw footage of Hard Knocks, man. Those guys they're like, well, who is it? Clemens said, "This is the monsters." The monsters. Like I'm scared for the other teams. I'm scared for the other teams. I don't see how they don't do a lot of damage, man.
Yeah.
If we go down, it's still going to be a bloody. It's going to be bloody time for whoever's facing us. I think we are definitely. Rex Ryan's easily the quickest comparison, right? Even when he took his L's, it was in spite of the offense being terrible, but it was a defensive, killing fest.
Bloodbath, bro. Yeah.
Teams would literally talk about the defenses, though. It's not getting through them or getting past them. It's can we survive them long enough?
There
was a lot of blitzes. It wasn't it like Bart?
Yeah.
And you had Ellis and stuff, but like, I mean, it was just a different kind of thing. Like this is, the fact that we don't play man, we don't put sauce on the best guy because we got DJ Reed. We don't have to. It's like, I mean, you guys probably know this stuff better than me because I've become a less casual fan thanks to YouTubers like you. But like, I still feel linebackers and safeties. I know they're saying the safeties with Adams that they're hoping good things, but I mean, what do you guys take on the defense? On the offense, we know it's the offensive line is not as deep as we want it. As long as Becton and Brown can stay healthy, I think we'll be fine. But on defense, what is the weakest part? Is it linebackers? Is it safety? It's definitely not cornerback or D line.
I'd say
I would say safety.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it's necessarily the weakest. I would say it's just the most unproven unit.
The least proven. There it is. Yeah.
But why didn't we re-sign Quan? Yeah. Maybe he was too slow side to side or something. I mean, I guess there's a reason he's bouncing around.
I think he just got a better deal from the Steelers. It's time. At some point, you take the risk of you've been developing him for a couple years, even if he hasn't seen the field a lot. Right. It's worth seeing if he can replicate within, Quan only took 50% of the snaps. It's worth seeing if he can do the same amount of damage.
But it must be the solid JD thing they're doing. They're going to be okay with Quincy and CJ and
Sherwood and Adams. Yeah.
Sherwood. Yeah. And who's that guy? Chaz? Is he suiting up or is he? I don't know.
Chaz Surratt apparently is suiting up tonight.
Yeah.
Who's not suiting up?
And
Barnes. I don't think Barnes is suiting up.
Barnes. There it is. Barnes isn't suiting up tonight.
Yeah. Surratt's ready to go. He's been on Twitter a little bit, and he's got pictures everywhere. So I'm taking that as he is.
And he had a couple good plays with the Canton game, right? But I think he got hurt or something.
Yeah, he was out for 2 more of the
Didn't he have a pick or something, or a sack or something?
Yeah, pick versus the Browns, and then he was able to get some pass pressure.
Yeah, he's fast. Like I think he can do a lot of what we saw from. Wow, brain fart. No, not Quincy. He just signed with Quan. He can do a lot of what Quan did in terms of athleticism and speed.
But younger and faster, right? I mean,
but he's younger and faster, I think.
To like more casual fans than me, the thing about Quan is like he would blow somebody up and you just go, feel your 100%. Adrenaline pump. I mean, it's just like
you've seen the defense get juiced off of it. I mean, I'd love to go back to the days where we can see, like, during the downtime, the defense is out there dancing, they're vibing.
Right.
Those are the absolute best moments for us.
Was that gift for them in the green,
shiny
helmets? Yeah. I don't even know what year that's from, like 2011 or something, 2012. You know,
I thought
that's
it was
recent.
recent.
Probably
We
like
saw
2019, I think.
19, yeah, because Jamal Adams was part of that
19,
squad.
we already
Yeah,
had
Can't see him on the field.
exactly. Yeah.
But
And
they
then
don't
and
run the
Darren
spot
Lee
up.
too. So we drafted Darren Lee.
Oh, Darren Lee, right. What is up with Jamal? Is he even on the Seahawks anymore? Is he like injured?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I think
he
it's
is.
good.
He's just
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah.
all
He
the
didn't
time.
play yesterday. I saw a bit of the
No.
Seahawks game.
No.
Nah, he got taken off of IR, and then I guess
Right.
they
He wasn't
have
ready.
to slow roll him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not ready. They have to slow roll him back into shape.
Right. He's been doing
Well,
individual practices on the sideline. They're saying week 4 for him.
I was watching a bit of the Miami game, and I saw Barrios catch a couple passes late. I was like, yes. I'm like, no, wait, I need them to lose. But I'm a little weird because even the Patriots that came back and almost felt like this division is going to be as tough as they say, but I don't know, man. The thing is that we're tough. It's like we're one of those teams that is what makes the division so tough. So,
Yep.
I don't know. All right, I gotta go get some work done. But thanks, guys. Keep doing what you do.
I appreciate you coming through, Barney.
Good to see you,
Appreciate
Barney.
man. Nice
Yeah.
to see you, Barney.
Victory. You're gonna have a victory. One of these tomorrow or something. Some kind of
Victory Wednesday.
victory.
Ooh,
Tuesday.
Victory Tuesday.
Tomorrow's
Victory Wednesday,
Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday.
Victory Tuesday. I mean,
Yeah, we might have
I'll
to
jump
figure it
on.
out.
We got to figure that out, boys. I'll jump on. I'll find a way tomorrow.
Facts. All right. Appreciate you giving us
Hey, Barney.
something.
Have a good one,
Barney, appreciate you.
Yeah, people are
Chris
we
Buffalo
are
is not tough.
excited.
Holy crap. I
Okay,
haven't seen
Dakota.
this in a while.
ugh.
Wait, what happened? What's
You
this
didn't see Browns
40
versus-
0
Browns
stuff?
are as good as Buffalo now, if not tougher.
No.
I mean, in all actuality, though,
they're
Washington
good.
Browns
They're good.
yesterday, man. If Deshaun Watson can actually remember how to play football, they're going to
And
be
throw the ball.
terrified.
Yeah.
They're going to be terrified, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they won that game yesterday, and I would say almost as if Deshaun played like Zach Wilson when we beat freaking Miami Dolphins last year. Just conservative, just trying to figure it out, trying to not mess it up, in essence, is what he did.
But that defense is good. Like we've always been saying, the defense is good. But
Oh, yeah.
Deshaun looked lost sometimes, and
He
then
did.
you show flashes of good stuff, like Elijah Moore's
Yep.
catch with 3 people
was
going
nice.
past 3 people. That was nice.
That was nice.
I've heard a lot of the team reporters shitting on Deshaun Watson for looking terrible in practices.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he hasn't
He
played.
looked like shit a little bit yesterday too. So,
Yeah.
So it's carrying over into games now. But it could be worse though. He could have played like Joe Burrow. So I guess at the end of the day,
Oh my god! But they benched him at the end. I was like, "Oh no, he did it!"
I was watching
They
my
were like,
fantasy
look.
sports stuff because I was getting screwed, and I was like, he has 38 yards at like halftime.
bro. Yeah, Joe Burrow pissed me off, man. 3 of my leagues,
yeah.
somehow, some way in those 3 leagues, I had the 49ers defense, so I was able to bounce back. But man, for a moment there, I was like, I'm going to lose because of only person that didn't show up, Joe Burrow, on 3 of my leagues.
Yeah,
Bastard.
The Eagles completely decimated any chance I had.
dude, what the hell was that? All my Patriots guys are hitting me up like, "Oh, what were you saying earlier?" I'm like, "Oh, please don't let me prove them right. I can't do this today." I still think the Eagles are going to be fine. It's just one game, but if we've heard anything what the Dolphins and Patriots can do yesterday, it's like, okay, this is going to
Any
be
given
interesting.
Sunday.
This is going to be interesting. Week by week, fellas. Week by week and day by day.
Yes, sir. Hey, so we'll bring back our tradition. Let's run through our predictions before we wrap things up.
Oh, baby.
What
here
y'all
we go.
got?
Here, I'll go
I
last.
got to think on it.
I'll go last.
All right, so I'll hit it running. So I did my original prediction video for this, and I had the Jets winning this 27-21. I gotta say, man, like after yesterday, I feel like it's going to be either a blowout or like a nail biter. I don't think there's going to be an in between. 27-21 to me is an in between. And I don't know, man. We're at home. It's Aaron Rodgers. I feel like blowout is where I'm at. I'm thinking a 10-point victory. I'm thinking, man. I'm gonna go 33-21, New York Jets.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm changing it.
think who was it? VR? Nah, I think I forgot who mentioned it. I think it was VR. He mentioned the comeback dub, unless that was
Yeah, that was VR.
okay.
That was VR.
That was VR.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's kind of along the lines of the right thing, but I don't think it's going to work out exactly that same way. I think you're looking at I'll say 24-13 Jets dub, and it's more so the Bills kind of playing catch up. I imagine the Buffalo Bills defense will kind of be a bend but don't break style situation where you see the New York Jets potentially rack up a lot of yards, especially on the ground. We probably come away with a rushing touchdown. I imagine, maybe a field goal or two in there, and probably 2 TDs from Aaron Rodgers as a safe week 1 opening for us.
This is the first time we're going to get a W at home tonight. I got all kinds of confidence right now. I'm going to be waving this tonight. I'm going to do everything I can because I'm going to lose my voice. No one's going to want me on their podcast tomorrow because I'm going to be like, what? How's it going? This is what's going to happen, right? Yeah. I'm ready to rock and roll. 30.
So you'll be Joe Beningo.
Exactly. I'll be Joe Benino's nephew tomorrow. No, 30-20. 30-20 Jets. I think there's going to be some field goals. There's going to be some touchdowns. I think Hall is going to get a touchdown. I think Cook too. And you know what? I'm just saying the red zone. I think Rodgers is going to run it in at some point. I like to see Rodgers go in touchdown and say something about the Bills in the touchdown area. That would be cool. But yeah, I think 30-20. I think this is the night we change some things. And I know Gunny's nervous. I know DK's got all the hype. I'm going more confidence tonight. Hopefully it doesn't weigh me down, but I'm 30-20 Jets.
I didn't miss it, Dark. I seen it. T. Higgins, I wasn't going to stress you out like that because, hey, who the hell is Luigi Papaloni or whatever his name is? My man,
I don't know.
My man's been giving me some mad shit.
Who?
Is some dude in our fantasy draft. He was commenting something about how, like, he scored the most points. No, I think Don was saying he scored the most points or something like right after him. I basically said something like adapt, right? Nothing vicious. My man's like, you struggled to 50, bro. Why are you talking to me? Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
We kicking it off strong.
And
he wound up losing anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
He's losing. And he does not have the highest point total because – yo, Mr. Irrelevant with 158 points in our league.
Yeah, it's man. Shit. I got some work to do after today. Hey, when do we pick up free agents? What is it?
You see Dark's comment at the end there.
I did think it was Gino too, to be fair, Dark, and then I remembered I don't think he's in the league.
Oh, that's funny.
Are you in this league, Gino? Luigi? And matter of fact, you know what's funny? I thought about Gino too.
Why
like,
would
can't be?
No, it's nothing personal. It's
nah.
Because it does. It sounds like you when you're reading him talk.
What?
A little bit.
No, when you're hearing him like message when he's messaging.
He put the asshole comment out there, and then I was like, nah, that's not Gino. He would have said sorry or something because he would have reread it and thought it came off bad.
Yeah,
pretty much. The game. You funny.
You know me. I like to disconnect a lot. I'm good. I'll be at the pool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to slap Luigi up, whoever he is.
Yo, okay. First of all, I didn't even know you could adjust the teams, like the players' names and stuff. And I'm looking at knob crap.
Me either.
Calling Zay Jones, Catherine, Zay Jones. George Kittle is Kittles and Bits. I didn't know you could do this stuff in the freaking.
Bruh. No. But this is. What this shirt is, this is Geno Smith, but it's nice that it's just Geno, you know? I had to get it. That's what it is.
Touché.
But no, I am not Luigi. I'm not Luigi. I don't know who that is.
I completely blacked out because I had it came on my mind when I see Dark Soldier's come. I had a little small fit of rage again. What was your prediction?
Me or him?
Yeah. What did you have?
I said 30-20. I think that 30-20, I think it's going to be a better game. Get all the cobwebs, dust off everything in the first and second quarter. I think third and fourth quarter is when we're going to really pick up the pace with both teams. I'm not saying just one or the other. I think it's going to be both teams.
In my heart of hearts, I really want a Cowboys-Giants type stomp out on the Bills.
I mean, anybody would. If I'm Daniel Jones, I'd be pissed.
Look, Brian Dable might have run off into the sunset last year doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
When we tell y'all got to get used to this New York market, bro, I wouldn't answer my phone after week 1 if I was him.
Oh, bro. He wore that NYPD hat too, and I'm like, oh, he's all New York right now. Oh no,
no, that was a cry for help. He needs it.
I ain't gonna lie,
was a
man.
cry for help.
I wind up taking that last night and saying freaking Mike McCarthy to Brian Dable after the game. You guys
I
played
know.
hard.
I saw that,
bro. I had to do it, dog.
Dude, I saw that, and I'm like, I'm curious, dude. I was sitting there late at night, Gunny. I'm like, I wonder if Gunny said something like this, and I did. I was like, oh, you would. Oh my god.
Bro. I had to do it, bro.
Shit,
I was
bro.
like,
So
man, look, after what I heard from Salah, I'm like, that's the most insulting thing you can say to a coach. Hey, man, you guys played hard.
Right.
Bro, that thing has been trending too. It has like 20 reposts. I'm like, god damn. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think anything Salah's been saying lately has been going
it's hot.
viral.
It's hot right now, bro.
Dude, right when someone says, "Oh, better luck next time," or "Hey, you'll do great next time," oh, the effort was there. I'm just gonna say, "Fuck you" half the time. Fuck you.
I know what that means now. I know what that means.
I almost threw the hell up.
Kiss my canones.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah. Group chats will be elevated. So many videos will be elevated. It's gonna be fun.
Bro, I'm not gonna be able to concentrate during this meeting with these CEOs I have.
Bro, I got an hour left and I'm done for the day. And it's to me, the rest of my day is getting ready for the night. I got to get my mind right.
Yeah.
You
guys are more than welcome to hop on the Jets Evening Brew preview if you guys want. 5 p.m. Central Time. Up to you guys.
Shoot me the link. I'll be at work, but the office should be empty.
I'll jump on there and say what's up.
Co.
Hey, we appreciate you guys greatly jumping on the show. I've been able to say this almost every week this last month or two. It's been the most livest show we have. Appreciate everybody that came through. Looking forward to chatting about a W for our New York Jets. Put us up there in this AFC conference. And we'll catch you guys again. Enjoy work. Get ready for the game. Get your brews. Whatever other festivities are laying.
Jets. Andiamo.
Get it.
Let's go.